So, okay, Final Fantasy VII teaser trailer just released a few minutes ago. I saw it, I have to watch it right now. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, right? You can see my whole playthrough if it's easy ones, right? And quick backstory, right? I actually know a lot of people working in this game. I know like 7 people actually working in this game. I used to live with a few of them actually. Way back, and I actually used to work right for screenings many years ago with a few games. And you know, I have my thesis that I wrote was mainly about role-playing games, and it's focused a lot on JRPG games. Yeah, so for me, you know, yeah, JRPG games, that is my bread and butter. I have lived and played and so on. So yeah, I am absolutely looking forward to this game. Looking forward to this game for so many years, so many years. But okay, let's watch it. Let's watch it. This trailer, FF7. Okay, here we go. And yeah, my latest game I did was like an FFT game, right? Yeah, my latest game I worked on was a heavily inspired, but it's all good Final Fantasy. Yeah. Okay, so with Aerith. Looks amazing. I think it feels more on those guys too, yeah. Okay, so take a point. Yeah, so I think the battle, I mean, we see this before, but the battle seems to be more the minus 15, right? Definitely do. What I was wondering is, I don't think you control all the characters, but you can swap them, yeah. So we'll see how that's gonna be. But I think it's definitely keeping the gameplay right from FF12, 13, and 15, right? A mix of that, right? So it made it be like 15. I hope it is much harder than 15 was. Whatever. We still say that. Oof. Oh, the flower girl. Oh, don't throw the music at me! Oh man. Oh man, if it wasn't just that we will see, and then throw in, I get goosebumps, I get a massive goosebumps now. Oh, if it was that was just a trailer, but like, the better, yeah, newly modern animated Aerith, yeah.
Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Oh, here he is, Sephiroth. Where he is. Too short. But man, as soon as I get the freaking like, no, yeah, that throws my emotions away. Yeah, to be able to go in the whole the soundtrack is always gonna trigger me, right? Yeah, that's would be, I felt the goosebumps right away. Definitely gets me emotional. Yeah, I mean, if they just focus on, going back here a bit, if they just focus on this thing, if the whole trailer, I would cry like crazy. If the whole trailer was just focusing on Aerith, if we just had this thing as the whole trailer, if this was just a trailer, okay? Yeah, if this was just a trailer, I would be like, oh my god, yeah. Oh, it's really good. It looks amazing. I can't wait for just to replay the old classic storyline. I mean, think about it, man. This game is over 20 years old now, 22 years old, and I played it when it was new. I played FF7, PlayStation 1 when it was out, right? And of course, I have all the games, right? I played all of them, of course, and all the... yeah. Man. No, I can't wait for FF9 remake. when I get my VII! Yeah. But yeah, this is amazing. And I think the first... It's about being several parts, right? They're just gonna cover like Midgard, right? In the first part, probably ends when you leave Midgard.
Here, this is for you.
I would have to go back now and just listen to. Yeah. I would have to go back, yeah, and just listen to the song a few times there. But that's gonna be interesting. Obviously, I want to spoil P7. But one thing to be with this game is that some of the characters, like Yuffie, you won't even have her in this game, right? Because she's gonna come in the next game, right? Whatever part 2 is gonna be, or something. Yeah, if they do the whole part thing, yeah, they won't have her. She's goes the last character you get. Vincent, of course, as well, and so on. Yeah, and Red, you meet him up. Yeah, so that's gonna be. Catsit 2 won't be there. Catsit 2 won't be there, guys. He's coming. Catsit 2. He's coming way later. Yeah. The true character is gonna be here. Thinking of something. It's interesting. This enemy can't be recognized, so they have some new monsters and so on. Yeah, the mecha seems kind of like a different iteration of what we've seen earlier in fantasy games. But this kind of monster, I don't know, yeah. It doesn't really... Yeah, there's the classic was the first boss, still more fighting. Yeah, this is the first Scorpion. The Scorpion was the first boss in the game. So one thing I think in the trailer, interesting enough, right? I think it's gonna be mainly Midgard. So far they're still just showing Midgard, yeah, 100%. And all the enemies here. This is all very, very early in the game, right? It seems to be very much focusing on the first few hours of the game. And it's still gonna be a pretty long game, right? So one thing I think will be interesting in this game is that it's likely gonna be a heavily extension, right, of the classic storyline, because it just can't be like enormous amount of battles. They have to really extend the storyline. One thing that actually noticed in this trailer, and it was in the beginning of the trailer, let's see if I can find it, is the character, here we go, yeah, the soldiers, right, because the rebels, they are much more heavily focused, right. They had very short scenes in the original game, right? Like this whole thing right there. I could do the image. I was trying to get the image there, but yeah. Whatever, like the past to get it. But you guys, I mean, there's another scene too in the trailer. Here we go, yeah. Exactly. So I think they're gonna focus a lot more on them, right? As well, probably. To at least like extend the gameplay, right? Or the storyline of the game. And it's probably gonna be a lot of, you know, Flower Girl, right? Because they have to add in a lot of pace and returns on, probably. So that could be very interesting as well. And hopefully they build up to the end and so on. Yeah, so very interested to play the game when it's finally released. So yeah, I remember when a few of my colleagues, can I say this now? It's under NDA. This is kind of like, I probably shouldn't say this because I don't know if it's legal to say that. No, it's not illegal. I would keep it very, very non-informative here. So a few years back, when I was working as a consultant at a company, I was working with different game companies, right? So it's like 5 years ago, roughly 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. At that company, we were doing different games from different companies, right? We were like a consulting firm in the middle, and few people then that I was working with, and a few people I was living with is a few of them. They were actually already back then working on this game as consulting kind of stuff doing for that for Square I would say I was in the details, but that was like way back. So I remember when they were working on it, and I couldn't say much what they were doing, so I won't say the details. But yeah, they were doing. It's been developing a long time. So I've been working for a while then, because I remember then, it's about 4 years ago, and I was like, oh, what, you work at FF7 Remake? And I was like, man, I was so jealous. I was working at Disney game, and I was like, yeah, I was working for Disney, and I was like, man, I want to work at that game and so on, and stuff, yeah. And, but at that time frame then, knowing that, I was like, oh, I guess the game is probably going to be released in like 2007 maybe 16 even. Latest 18. Here I see 2019, and I'm like, but I'm pretty sure I knew people who worked in this game way back. Yeah, I know they worked in that game. I know I worked in the game, and I read some paper, whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's finally coming, right? It's finally coming. The only thing I'm afraid of, to be honest here, is that FF15. I kind of liked the combat of the game, but it was way too easy, right? And I stand by it, it's way too easy. And it was like potion spamming and so on. You can go on and watch I have my whole 156 hours, whatever it is on that. In my whole playthrough, it's like 55 parts. Me playing the whole game. And it really is like, I beat the Castle Work Tower and so on, level 40. I beat it on like enormously low levels and so on, by just like abusing the game systems, potions and so on. It was very, very easy. With 13 it was like, not the hardest game probably, but like way harder bosses and so on. Yeah, 13 was like incredibly much harder than 15. So I wondered if it went from like 13 was too hard for the mainstream, so they went 15 too easy instead. So hopefully they find some middle ground now. I would just say that was my biggest concern in 15, that the gameplay was just too easy. Yeah, that's my take on it after I played all the games. Yeah, and I work with combat design mainly, so I would say that was the worst issue. But whatever. Hope you guys like the live reaction. I I don't know, maybe I will do a more gaming channel back to that. I used to have a gaming channel, writing game blog and so on. We will see. Right now it's too lazy, so it's uploaded in the same general place here, right? If you see that video. Anyways, tomorrow, of course, we are doing a lot. One Piece, probably. Yeah, One Piece, right? When I get that in the morning, probably, yeah. So, hope you like the video, guys. Have a great day.